Okay, this one's on the 2023 from Lowe's Pneumatic Ghostly Woman. In 2023, Lowe's came out with three pneumatic props: the Ghostly Woman, a clown, and a grandpa. The Ghostly Woman was the most popular because she's taller. The other two were more like groundbreakers and a little bit shorter. But anyway, all three pneumatics needed an air compressor to run the pneumatic piston in the thing, and the prop did not come with the air compressor. And the Ghostly Woman costs costs $358, and plus you kind of need about another couple hundred for a decent air compressor to run her. So you basically talking about a $500 to run an air compressor prop. There was some good and some bad with it. The movement is, very different and jump scary, and like she's gonna jump out of her, skin at you. So the movement's great. It's heavy duty built. It's just a piston under here, and it looks more like a bucking riding horse for a bull riding or something. And I can't really get to the piston under there, but that's basically all it is a piston. Gets pumped up full of air from the air compressor going up and down. And other than that, it is not very much to this prop. It's got an infrared sensor in her belt in that button there. Camera doesn't want to zoom in very well. But other than the infrared sensor and the air lines coming in and out, the hot line and the cold line, that blue and the red, and then it's got a little black wire for the infrared sensor, there's no other power or anything else going to her. So the infrared sensor on her belt, and then just the hot and cold suction lines or compressor lines going to that pneumatic piston, and that's it. There are no other electronics in her main, body or mechanism. However, it also comes with this control box here that controls both the air pressure, or her movement going up and down, and the electronics. And it has a screaming sound to it, when it's activated. And it's got the normal stuff on the control box. It's got a Tri-Me jack, external speaker jack, 5.9 volt, I believe, wall wart power adapter, and a volume control. And it also has an air pressure gauge on it right there, right on the control box. And you hook up the red and blue lines into the prop, and then this white line comes with it. It goes to the air compressor. And I bought this air compressor at Lowe's this year. It was on clearance. It's just a small portable 2-gallon. They do make 1 gallon, but this is a small 2-gallon they had on clearance for $107, so I went ahead and bought it. I used this prop last year, and I got a old home like 10-20 gallon air compressor, but the old air compressor I have is a normal one, and it's very, very loud. It was so loud when it ran, it was pretty much drowning out the props. So hence, I made sure I got a quiet one. And this quiet one, it says it's 80% quieter. A lot more quiet than a normal one. I think a normal air compressors run about 80 dBs of noise or sound, and these quiet ones run about 60 dBs. Quite a difference. Even though it's not silent, 60 dBs is still, up there a little bit, but it's not overwhelming and crazy loud like the large normal air compressors are. And this little 2-gallon baby is enough to run this prop, which we'll get going in a minute. So you need an air compressor, the prop, and that's it. Since I bought this pressure on clearance, open box. It did not have any other adapters or cables or wires going to it, so I was afraid I would have to go and get that. However, again, this line here comes with the prop, and it's just one of them push down clips, release clips, and it just plugs right into the air compressor line there. See if I can get it back on, because this thing got air pressure in it. Probably won't be able to do it with the camera up. I probably should have left that on there. Yeah, too much pressure. I'm gonna have to set the camera down and use two hands to try it, if I can get it on in, because it's got the my line came off. Okay, that should be back on and it should be good. So we're gonna turn the power on. And by the way, not too many of these sold at that $358 price last year. So toward the end of the season, when Lowe started clearing them out, and you could, hear the air compressor humming. Again, it's not quiet, but it's 5 times quieter than a normal air compressor. Normal air compressor running, it would blow you out the house. When I run my normal one in the basement, you can hear it up on the second floor, louder than that one is, right in front of it, right? So anyway, infrared sensor, and I was saying that, not many of them sold for that $358. So at the end of the season, they cleared them out, and you could find it for 75% off at the end of the season. And they did not bring it back because sales were so low with this thing. But I think it was a nice, try Lowe's. I like the movement. She's scary, a jumping at you thing with wild, violent movement. You have to weigh her down because her movements are so violent. And I got 2 25-pound barbells on her, and that's probably not enough. But, for this demo, two things I don't like about her. She's got the screeching sounds, which are cool, but that's all it is one sound. And no lights at all. This prop is not lit up in any way, shape, or form. I usually get some strobe lights in the dark area and point them at her, to get her going, to give her some lighting effect. So here she go, hopefully. Hey girl, you're not going to go off now? I guess not. Maybe I unplugged something. We had her going earlier. Oh, I think I got to turn the control box on since I had turned the power off. You had to push in on the on-off power thing to turn it on and off every time you power it. So now that we got her on, there she goes. That's a wild effect if you in a dark haunted house and this girl comes jumping up at you like that. Not expect it. A lot of people on Facebook wondered if you could run it on a small compressor like that. So I'm going to see if I can shut her off. There she goes one more time. Now the prop is running right now, and as you can see, my pressure is stable on the compressor, and my pressure is stable on the control box pressure gauge, right? Let's run it one more time. And that's with the small 2-gallon air compressor, the quiet one at that, right? So a 2-gallon will run this prop. I think it will run on a 1-gallon, but anyway, since I got this one for a good price, I just went ahead and got the 2-gallon, and it's running. It takes a little bit longer with the slower ones, with the quiet ones, to fill up, but I don't mind so much because the noise is not overwhelming like a normal air compressor. So anyway, that's going to be it for the Lowe's Pneumatic Ghostly Woman 2023 only. Slow seller, so they blowed them out at the end of the year and did not bring her back because why would they do that when, you know, they didn't sell, you know, the new year that they brought them out in 2023. Okay, I like it. Don't love it. I like the animations and her, you know, crazy, bizarro, you know, jerky, scary motion. But, you know, I wish she did a little bit more with maybe some lights and maybe some different sayings like, you know, I'm going to get you or watch out or, you know, or something. I don't know. But all it does is scream like a banshee and jump around. And that's it. Okay. Also, it's very well built. Seems like it'll last, you know, quite a long time with the way that heavy duty I call it the bull riding bucking mechanism that she sits on. She's got a weird shape to her, right? But, you know, from the front, you can't really see, you know, behind her with that weird shape. So, turning around, coming around for a final, I guess, view or picture of the Lowe's 2023 Pneumatic Ghostly Woman. And the other two Lowe's pneumatics, the Ghostly Clown and the Pneumatic Clown and Pneumatic Grandpa, work the same way except they're shorter and more like groundbreakers. All right, that's it for this one. Bye.